Hello there, everybody. Thet here, and welcome to the Darkest Dungeon. Some of you may have seen this already on my channel and otherwise, but we haven't seen it with the Crimson Court DLC, have we? Well, I haven't yet because I haven't played it, but I have downloaded it, and we're going to play it. Now, the game has gone through quite a few changes since last time I played it. There's a new hero class, a district system to upgrade the hamlet, which sounds amazing, and the Crimson Court, the courtyard, with new quest, monsters, treasures, and storylines. Now, there are 3 difficulty settings as well. Radiant would be easiest, Darkest is normal, and Blood Moon is the hardest. Blood Moon is the Stygian, which used to be the hardest difficulty, plus the Crimson Court. We're going to play on Darkest, mainly because I don't want to deal with the time limit for this series, because that's just not how I roll. I'm not a very time-pressured person. It frustrates me more than anything else, and honestly, I'm here to be frustrated by the game, not by a time limitation. So, and plus, trust me, there's plenty to be bugged by here. Let's go into the Ragamuffin Estate.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
We will start, of course, with Reynald and Dismas and tutorials, but we don't need to worry about that. I know how to play the game. If you don't, I will
have run up these lanes.
Explain some things on the way.
The hamlet is just ahead.
We're going to walk down the hall here. So basically you have rooms. You have a hallway in the middle, and in the hallway,
dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
The hallways are usually where you will find enemies and items and other things to look at. You will find them in rooms as well. Usually rooms have your destination, though, whether it be your goal, what you're trying to accomplish, or just an item that you are looking for. Anyway, let's dispatch this guy. Combat is turn-based, of course. Again, explaining this for anyone who doesn't know. The Crusader, up front.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Reynald the Crusader tends to hit hard. He hits even harder against unholy enemies, which is usually the undead. Let's go ahead and open up this curio here, see what we find in this traveler's tent. Some valuables. Delicious.
Leave
Okay.
nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
All right, let's go in here and we'll explain some more.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
You're no longer welcome. All right. Blanket fire, please don't. I always feel like that attack is worse than it really is. So, let's explain our characters here a little bit. The Reynald is a Crusader. He's an upfront fighter for the most part, although he's a little bit of jack of all trades. He has Smite, which hits somebody. It hits harder against the unholy enemies. Zealous Accusation can hit 2 enemies in the front front 2 rows. There are 4 rows on each side, by the way. Stunning Blow can stun the enemy. Does not do much damage, but it's fine. And Bulwark of Faith allows him to buff his own protections and mark himself so that enemies are more likely to hit him. It also apparently puts up the Torchlight. Did not know that. Anyway, let's start with a good old Smite. Then on the next turn here, we'll be able to see what Dismas can do. Ow! Well, that hurt, but it didn't knock me backwards, so I'm okay. Dismas has Open Vein. It's an attack, melee attack for one of the first 2 rows with a bleed on it. By the way, I can't hit this guy because he's technically in the 3rd row, because this fat guy here takes up 2 rows. Pistol shot can hit anything but the 1st row, and it just does some straight damage. It's probably one of the best ranged attacks in the game. It does extra damage against marked enemies. Grape Shot Blast would hit both of them because it hits the first 3 rows, but it does it at an extremely lower damage rate with a lower crit chance. And then Tracking Shot is actually a tiny bit of damage and a self buff. So, yeah, it buffs accuracy, damage, and critical chance. Anyway, we don't need any of that. We just need this guy to die. He's down to 1 health, because of course he's down to 1 health. Blanket Fire just hits everyone on our team. Can lower our dodge as well, which kind of sucks. Let's go for a stun here. Nice start. Alright, what are you going to do? Oh, you're going to do nothing because you stun, that's right. When enemies do get stunned, they do get some stun resistance.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
That was a good place to do Grape Shot Blast, since the guy in the back was guaranteed dead. Stun resistance for 1 round if they get stunned as soon as they come out of it. Enemies do leave corpses behind. Oh, wow, that's bad. Corpses can be terrible, depending on what kind of corpse they are. They can have some effects on them. Human corpses are usually nothing to worry about, though. Alright, let's do this guy up. Let's bleed him. He is fairly vulnerable to bleeds, especially when we lower his bleed resistance with Open Vein. Oh, yeah!
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Alright, Reynald not screwing around. The blood. This is new. The blood is a special type of supply item. Any collected bottles of the blood will be retained in your estate at the quest end. They may be added to the provisions of embarking parties. The blood is rare. Spread it around wisely amongst those in need. Oh. The call is unyielding. The urge is irresistible. Only the blood will quell this thirst. Interesting. Very interesting. And we're done with this quest. We could either continue adventuring or we can go back to the hamlet. We'll see what's in here. Oh boy, it's a trapped chest. I wonder what's in here. Oh, it's a trap. Well, dang. Alright, let's get out of here. Your characters are fully healed at the end of every dungeon, so don't need to really worry about their health. Stress, however, is a big mechanic in this game. It does not recover at the end of a dungeon. Not automatically, at least. Dismas still has some stress. They also both have gotten some traits, and they're both good. Nymphomania is a good thing, believe it or not. In real life, it's kind of terrible from what I've heard. But anyway, he gets extra stress relief in the brothel. Eldritch Slayer, oh boy. Dismas does better against Eldritch enemies. Those are 2 pretty darn good traits, actually. Alright.
Welcome home, such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
Thank you. So, explore the courtyard, dismiss the Baron, unseat the Viscount, and depose the Countess. These are the DLC goals. It's good to know. And of course, we have our teams here that we have to recruit and level up to level 6 if we can. So, where do we start on this? In case you were wondering, I have beaten the game before on the normal difficulty, before you could actually just choose the harder one. You had to actually beat the normal difficulty first. But it's not here nor there. Let's go to the graveyard. Here it is.
We'll end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
It's empty right now. Take bets to how long that will stay empty in the comment section below. Ancestors' Memoirs.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Ooh, look at these characters. Oh, these guys look fun. Explore the courtyard, burn the hives. Alright, well, that gives us a little bit more clues as to what the DLC will be containing here. But that's basically for going back and looking at the cutscene text and all that good stuff. I mean, the voice acting is fantastic, so I don't blame you if you want to go back and listen to it again.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Alright, so now we have a couple of people who we can recruit right away. Plague Doctor and Vestal, of course. Stagecoach is where you come to do that.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
Alright, and now we can upgrade the Stagecoach as well. You can upgrade any of your buildings for the most part, but we're going to upgrade it to increase the number of heroes available for now.
Heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
You have to use your trinkets, or not trinkets, your, whoa, okay, yes, I'm going to embark soon. Leave me alone for a minute. You can use your heirlooms, which are down at the bottom here, to upgrade your buildings. You have bust, portraits, deeds, and crest. Crest are usually a plenty, and you can also trade some for others. That's all well and good. Papon. A Blutomania, obsessed with cleanliness. Slow draw. Oh, -4 speed on the first round. I don't like that. Wheeled Explorer. Eldritch Hater. I do like that. But you're not going to be named Papon with a W for some reason. You're going to be named Peepus. Oh, God. You're going to be named Pepsi. Okay. So, Plague Doctor basically spreads blight. With Noxious Blast, Plague Grenade, and there is... I thought there was another one. But yeah, those two. She's very good at spreading blight to the enemy, and it does a lot of damage. She's very good at damage over time. Blinding Gas would allow for stuns, but apparently she doesn't have access to that right now. Incision is a decent bleed. It's okay. And it's also a decent melee attack. Battlefield Medicine can cure blights and bleeds with a 100% chance, so it's a fantastic thing if you're going against enemies that have those. Emboldening Vapors is a buff. Disorienting Blast is nothing to worry about. Camping Skills we'll go over later. They're irrelevant right now. Sword of All. Let's see, do you have a red? You do have a red. So I'm going to name you... Oh, God, Off Guard. You have, like, the worst trait. Volpe. Off Guard lowers speed and dodge on the first round. We are so slow on the first round, apparently. Dismiss... You don't have that, thank goodness. Okay. So, balanced Plutomania are pretty good, though. Minus stress if the torch is up. Balance means plus move resist, so they don't get knocked around in our order very often. Mace Bash is a direct hit. Oh, these suck. Divine Grace is a heal. It's decent. Illumination is an attack. It's ranged, and it can also debuff the target. Hand of Light. Wow, these are so bad. Hand of Light... is a debuff as well. We have two characters who are best in the third row. Our Vestal is actually best in the second row, which is insane, but can't heal from there. So she's actually going to be most useful in the third row, where she can do her heals. I guess that means Pepsi's best place is going to be in the back, where she can throw the grenades, which means Dismas and Reynald will stay where they are. Oh, Reynald is God-fearing, by the way. He will only pray for stress relief. And he's prone to stealing items because he's a kleptomaniac. Warrior of Light is really good, plus damage if the torch is up. So I'm going to keep the torch up for a while, because they're all better with that. So this is going to be our team for starting out. By the way, if you want to join the team, like Pepsi and Volpe here, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Let's embark.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Red Hook. That is the name of our team, apparently. We are going to be getting a health stone, some crest, and some gold from going to the ruins here. It's a scouting mission. Explore 90% of rooms. Pretty easy, pretty basic. There's our blood.
Preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
I'm thinking 1 stack of food, 2 shovels, a key, just in case. And we'll take a stack of torches as well. Laudanum. That's what it is, laudanum. A soothing tincture to inure one's mind against the horrors of the dark. Does that give stress resistance? Interesting. Anyway, that's our team. We start with Holy Water and Anti-Venom because of having a Vestal and a Plague Doctor, which is all well and good. Enough food to get us through a short mission. 12 should do it. We might even have some left over to heal with if it comes to that. Anyway, we're heading into the ruins. It is the first mission. It's usually relatively easy. And we will be fine, I think. But yeah, I do like this game a lot. I will not lie. Although it has given me its frustrating moments. The outside of our ruins looks pretty nice. Like crap, but pretty nice. Anyway, a little bit of starting stress because these two are brand new to the Darkest Dungeon. That's all well and good. Got a torch. If we use a torch on a torch, by the way, which I can do by doing this. No, I could have done that better. You used to be able to use a torch on a torch, I'm pretty sure. But now you just take the torch. Okay. I don't remember if that's a change or if I'm missing something there. Oh, well. Apparently the game has changed quite a bit. A couple of skeletons. Bone Rabble with the clubs. They're not too tough. We surprised them, so we all get to move before they move. Which, needless to say, is pretty darn great. This plague will completely... No, he resisted it. Okay. Well, in that case, take a... You know, Slap him down.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
And then Volpe can use illumination to take this guy out. Excellent. Good stuff.
This expedition at least promises success.
More blood, more shovels, and a little bit of extra food. All very good stuff. Right now our team is doing great. And here's where we need to use a shovel.
The cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Without a shovel, that will give you a lot of stress. It's terrible without a shovel. Don't... Make sure you always have a shovel on hand. You can carry up to 4 at one time, but you should always have 1. So, Bone Soldier has a sword. He's a little bit tougher. And Occultist Acolyte is a human, for one, but also she can use a lot of stress attacks. So, I don't like getting stress attacks, because stress is a lot harder to heal. So, I'd prefer to get rid of her ASAP. That might actually do it. She's blighted, does 4 damage per turn, she's dead. Effectively. Dismas, or Reynald. Get my character straight here. Very good critical hit. Critical hits have a chance to reduce our stress, by the way, which is why Volpe lost a little bit of stress there.
The slow death.
Fantastic.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
You missed. By you missed, I mean we dodged it, but still, pretty great.
Executed with impunity.
Excellent. Ooh, a redemption armlet. Only the leper can have this.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
So it doesn't really do anything for us, but -3 virtue chance for 15% extra damage in position 1. That's pretty darn awesome. Alright, where are we going? I guess we don't know where we're going yet, so let's go up. Let's bring the torch up as well. Hey, thank you for the reminder. Let's keep it above 75. Every time you use it, I believe a torch gives you 25 extra torchlight. And it goes down over time.
Gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Torchlight goes down faster if you're exploring places you haven't been to yet. If you, for example, double back across a hallway you've already been to, the torchlight only drops, I think it's 1 tick per square. Thought Grape Shot Blast was the best move there. I'm hoping to be vindicated by this. No. No vindication for me today. Alright, let's try. Ooh! Volpe! The crit was amazing there. Oh, that was so good. There is a chance that Zealous Accusation could kill the guy in the back, but it's very low. The Smite is a guaranteed kill, and the Bone Soldier can hit hard, so... Let's get him out of here. Our Cultist Brawler up here doesn't attack with a bleed. He can also reduce stress resistance, so he can be trouble when he's not alone. Fortunately, he's alone right now. He's bleeding, and he's going to be dead soon. Here, get rid of this bleed on Dismas. Thank you, Pepsi. What you going to do? I mean, you're going to rend for the old gods, because rend for the old gods is the only thing you got, but just asking to be nice, dude. Get off my ass!
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Emerald, Jade, basically it looks like it's something that's only worth money. It's only worth money. An heirloom chest. So, you know what? We have a skeleton key. Let's use it. Unlocks a hidden compartment. Giving us gold and a new skeleton key.
Often low on supplies.
That was actually a really nice little haul. Use a key, get a key. You can't really ask for more than that. Oh, a trap. Ouch. That is straight damage and stress.
Will find no clemency in this place.
20 stress. If stress hits 100, they have a mental break. And there's a chance it could actually be a good thing. The mental break. But it's usually bad. Let's explore every single room, because we can. It's the first mission. I'm feeling... Thank you, game.
Ambushed by foul invention.
No, I appreciate it. No, that's Darkest Dungeon for you, though. But it's first mission. I'm feeling alright. Okay, a Bone Arbalest. I don't like them. We've been very lucky on the surprises so far. Bone Arbalest has an Arbalest. He shoots it, and it can hurt really, really hard. Especially, I'm going to gang up on him. Especially since the Bone Arbalest and his higher level kin have the highest crit chance of all enemies as far as I know. So yeah, now that he's blighted, he's guaranteed dead. Now that we've all moved, all the enemies get to move. Which makes me wonder whether surprising enemies is necessarily a good thing.
Gently. This is how a life is taken.
I mean, obviously, if you can kill them in one round, being able to do that is fantastic. Grape Shot was good.
Fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Light is good. He's dead in 2 turns, which means I might drag this out a bit. Because, wow, that was a good heal. 3 to 5 is great. Alright, he's going to Graveyard Slash. Okay, you got the hit. But you know what? He's guaranteed dead next turn. I'm going to go ahead and hold off. We're going to use Bulwark of Faith, get the torchlight up some. He did mark himself, Reynald did, but the mark, all that really does is... Ooh, a crit heal?
Precision.
Wow, that actually... First of all, he has lines for that now. Thank you, narrator. And that did reduce some stress as well, so that was fantastic. That was amazing. A critical heal basically, literally just doubles the amount that you heal by. Which is great. Alright, good stuff. I guess we're done now. So, oh, you can only use Bulwark of Faith once per fight. Interesting. Anyway, here, read this paper. Cool. Stunstone, deeds.
Seize this
Can't carry it all.
Push on to the task's end.
Combine these torches into one stack, and then we can carry the deeds. Stunstone, extra stun skill chance, -2 dodge. Well, let's see. I mean, Reynald has 9 dodge. He actually has more than I thought. So I don't really want to give that to him, even for the extra 10% chance to stun. I don't really use his stuns that much. A Holy Fountain. Let's see, Volpe, I'm going to have you use this with the Holy Water. Divine Benefit. Well, that's a lot of health. And 20% stress healed. Awesome. A Scout can be very, very, very good. Basically, it just shows you what's coming up. We know this hallway is empty, except for one curio, which has a sack, which could be great. Sack's contents are mine. More holy water. And a bandage, which can cure bleeding. We don't really need it. I guess we could keep it over the anti-venom. Right now, it looks like we're less likely to encounter enemies that are going to blight us, so that works for me. Alright, we're going to use one more torch. Go like to 85, and it should be right at 75 when we get to this room here. If I did my math right. Either that or it's going to be at 68. I don't know if going in this door actually brings it down. No, okay, we should be at 75. Cool, cool, cool. I learned how to math today. Go me. Alright. Head to the next room. Let's do this. Backpack. What you got for me? Loot. Loot's good. Oh, that's a lot of food. That's more food than we can carry, so I'm going to have Reynald eat it for a little bit of health. And the crest, I do want the crest. I want as many heirlooms as I can get. So I guess we're going to drop the holy water and grab the crest. Then we're going to move on. This is unexplored territory, so... the scouts, by the way... Ooh, hunger, so now we have to eat. The scouts, like we did before, can reveal traps on the ground. So that's the most... That's definitely the best use of the scouts. Speaking of which, there is... See, we're going to continue, because we're going to go to this last room. There's treasure, and there's a room battle in there, and there's one obstacle in the way. So it's really an easy crawl. And we're going to use the rest of our torches before we go into that room as well. But yeah, always use a freaking shovel when you have one. Alright, up to the top.
In
Let's go.
May we find victory.
Oh, this is the hardest fight so far. Alright, this is good. This is good. The Bone Defender, the shield is not for show. He's actually very, very hard to hit, or very hard to kill. 25% extra protection. And he does well at defending his allies. Bone Courtier is a stress dealer. I hate him. Almost as much as the Arbalist, but I do hate the Arbalist slightly more. That said, let's get the Bone Courtier out of here if we can. We have Plague Grenade, which can hopefully plague them both. Yes, blighted them both, I mean. And one Illumination should kill him. He's done. We've done it. We've been very lucky with our hits so far. Oh, I was hoping for a little bit more, but that's okay. Alright, here comes the Quarrel. Great dodge by Pepsi. Fantastic.
Death by inches.
Dude bleeds out. Didn't stand a chance. Here comes the... Woo, that hurts. Graveyard Slash. Okay. Yeah, crit sucks. Axe Blade is really nothing to worry about. It's just basic damage. Yeah, pile on this freaking... Oh, never mind. You can stack the blights, by the way. Heal yourself, please, Volpe. Because you're hurt. I don't like it. Oh, this is gonna suck. Yeah, he has one more blight ahead of him as well. So the raw damage is not too bad, all things considered. Ooh, we might get this kill here. I want to risk it, because if we get enough damage done on the back rows, they're both dead.
Confidence
Oh, he's done it.
as the enemy crumbles.
This is why Dismas is the best. All right, let's go. You're dead next round, buddy. What are you going to do? Dead weight. That has a chance to knock him back and stun him. But he resisted them both, because Dismas is a boss. Alright, let's get some heals going. Let's going to be light heals, but heals nonetheless. I guess do this. Getting the kill ourselves is slightly better because there's a chance every time you get a kill to get a little bit of stress relief.
Sedated.
Alright, dead weight again. See, you're playing your greatest hits today, Mr. Bone Defender. Well, so am I! Constitution. Makes the dead deader, I guess. I don't know why I said that. Okay. That was...
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Give me a ruby. Journal page. A trampled journal. 2 out of 4. We fought in the East Gallery, filled with portraits of our ancient lineage, on carrying witnesses to the slaughter, Alhazred, the fiery heartbeat of our retinue, wrought keen havoc in our enemies' ranks. I keenly felt his absence even as I remember voiding myself upon seeing his lifeless body fall, blood pouring from his screaming mouth, some cruel knife having rent his lungs to gore. Yet we were victorious, and thus we press on. I butchered the first half of that, sorry about that. But anyway, journal page. We'll throw away the shovel. Actually, we should have thrown away the bandage. I think the shovel's worth more. But anyway, open this up. Hopefully get some extra heirlooms. Look at that. So good. We were going to throw away this other key because we don't need it. And then we're out of here. 100%. Good stuff. I mean, first dungeon, but still. Got a health stone as well. Sacrifice 1 speed for 10% extra HP. For dedicated tanks, that's fantastic. And we got some heirlooms as well. Come on, let's just skip that. There we go. Any traits? Oh yeah, we got a couple going on. We got some level ups. Everybody's at least level 1 now. You start at level 0, by the way, so that is a level up. Let's see what we got. Dismas Wield Phobe. He gets extra stress when we go into the wield. That's terrible. Clotter, though, bleed resistance is great. And Nymphomania for Pepsi as well, because apparently that's just the disease that goes around that everyone loves.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
So, severe negative quirks mean that they are locked in, and you'll have to pay a lot of money to remove them. Please don't let it be kleptomania. Oh god, it's kleptomaniac. I hate it so much. He steals items. I mean, there's a chance whenever you go into any dungeon and try to get a curio that has treasure that he's just going to take it for himself. Yay. Known cheat is fine. He's just not allowed. Dismas is not allowed to gamble while in town. I'm perfectly okay with that. But kleptomaniac is like the worst. Anyway, got a couple more places to visit for stress relief next time, but we're going to leave that for the next episode of Thet Plays the Darkest Dungeon. If you have enjoyed the series so far, the one that just started, make sure to leave me a like and subscribe for more. Because we will be playing this. We will get to the courtyard. We will eliminate the Countess. And then we will dive into the Darkest Dungeon. Thank you again for watching this episode of Thet Plays the Darkest Dungeon. I am Thet, and I will see you in the next video.